place?
Oh, it's weird. Like some strange spirit has descended upon the boat.
Oh, nonsense.
Is it nonsense? There are many terrifying legends about sea spirits, fantastic adventures that have happened to sailors at sea.
Just a lot of myths.
Who knows what...
Just for a moment. Thank you. Will you be at home in a half an hour? Good, good. I know it's late. I won't stay long. What it is, you see, is that there's something of yours that I want.
You have just heard A Glimpse of Eternity by Ian Weir. Featured in tonight's cast were Norman Browning as Tom Kittredge and Lee Taylor as Frank Marley. You also heard Karen Austin as Sheila Marley and Kira Harper as Jody Stevenson, with additional voices by Tracy Olson and Norm Groman. The recording engineer was Jerry Stanley, with sound effects by Joe De Silva and Chris Cutlass. The production assistant was Ann Eldridge. Of Eternity was produced and directed in Vancouver by Don Kowalska. The executive producer of Nightfall is Bill Howell. And now, here is a final word from your host.
Hello again. The English critic, Dame Helen Collins, once wrote, "Drama, like law, can more than handle crime. Often falls short when in." Obviously, she hadn't heard next week's Nightfall.
Hey, don't take it personally. I like you. What are you doing now, anyway?
Back to work.
Stay a while. Have a drink.
Goodbye, Mr. Smith.
Hey.
Goodbye.
Oh, hell.
George! Oh, thank God.
What the hell are you doing here?
I've been looking for you. It's Ted, George. They found him.
Found him? Was he lost?
Floating in the lake, George. Dead.
Beyond. A melodrama by Vancouver writer Steve Penny. Radio that knows who's doing what to whom. That's next week on Nightfall. Until of the edge.
Wait. Wait. Don't go away. Don't be afraid just because it's near the hour when we go to the Black Chapel. Each evening we come to this remote place, a place of mystery and terror, where the hooded figure appears and sits at the keyboard of the ruined old organ, mumbling and gibbering his fantastic tales as his gnarled hands grip the cracked keys.
Little do they know. The true story behind the tale of the crawling terror. I should let you know. It's a funny story. Just Sylvia and Chandler Harrison were artists. They came driving through Blackstone County one day and saw the church, and instantly they fell in love with it. And well they might. The cottage was made of a circle of green hills. There was an artesian well in the foreground, and on all sides there were fields of tall, waving lawns. They loved the place because they were tired of the city. They wanted to live someplace. The Schmidt expected they would. With all the gay abandon of youth, Sylvia and Chandler brought their effects with them from the city and set up their housekeeping. They hired an overseer to look after the farm. Yes. Oh, they were perfectly happy in the possession of their clever new home. Nobody... He knows.
I'm telling you, joining Skinny Malone's crew was the best decision we've ever made. Look at this place.
I still say Malone. Caught that detective snooping around, and what does he do? Locks him up. Like he ain't got the balls to just kill him.
Rain on over here. I can't see.
Their dog Wellington. Every evening, I suddenly sit up. No thinking. Nothing seemed to be in the floor. And Sylvia and Chandler would laugh at it. One night, the dog disappeared.
Hey.
Another evening, Sylvia returned to bed early. Chandler had music for him. His arm hung from its chain. It didn't feel like a dog. It was the right distance from the smile, but it was slippery, slimy. Chandler suddenly had the idea that if he pressed his fingers into it, it would give, like jelly. Wide awake now, he turned to look. What he saw was apparently a mass of gelatin, moving. Moving across the floor, a horrible, terrible, crawling thing, and it was alive, dreadfully alive. Quick as a flash, Chandler jumped up and picked up the poker and began to slash at the thing. It stretched across the floor, crawling as worms do. Little by little it oozed through the cracks in the velvet door. Chandler felt a cold sweat break out over him. What was this nameless thing? He whistled for the dog, his new dog. No answer. Where was the dog? It was then they knew the dog had disappeared. Had the crawling terror eaten the dog? Chandler said nothing to Sylvia about it at breakfast. As he drove to the village. Listen, he said to the postmaster. Who were those people, the Schmidts, who lived in that house before us? Well, no, drawled the postmaster. There was this thing going on in that fair house of yourn. I believe they was spiritualists.
What the? What?
In the and then the overseer learned that the chickens were going, one by one. Chandler went back into the house. Look here, Sylvia. Let's get out of here quick right away. I'm tired of this place. She laughed. Why, Chandler, you look so odd. And he could only mumble and give no reason why they should leave. Chandler took to staying up late at night. Well, it was not to leave. Oh, no. It was listening to the the weekends are again the overseer of this Well, I'm sick.
Light that thing? Oh, it's on.
There lay Sylvia side of the bridle path, her little mare, dead. The extraordinary thing was the entire body was gone. And there's a lot more I've never told you. Chickens disappear, and suddenly there ain't no more mice in my room. I can't taste the medicine. There's something terrible, terrible wrong about it. That night, Chandler examined every window. Beneath and around the door. Darling, said Sylvia, are you insane? I wonder what a chap. His wife stared at him. His eyes were haggard and worried. Darling, let's get out of here. There's some terrible, awful, malignant force in this house. Something...
So I got a question. Why the hell would anyone build a vault out of a subway station? This place is like the opposite of airtight.
Because they weren't planning to use it, you moron. We used to pull this kind of con all the time back before the war. Get a bunch of union boys to work some construction job that would go nowhere. Keep everyone on paper. What the...
Switched off the light. Chandler lay and stared at the ceiling. Was he indeed insane? But the overseer had felt this something, this crawling. Oh, he couldn't be crazy. He couldn't be. He told himself that over and over. He couldn't be. He couldn't. Right away. Something terrible sprang and dominated over the house. And he couldn't stand it any longer. And he got out of bed. Softly he opened the door. So as not to wake Sylvia, went down the hall into the kitchen and switched on the light. He saw something slipping down the something that clung to the wood like solid jelly. Almost like a wave of watery foam. Chandler ran to the kitchen cabinet. There was the evidence. He opened the flower bin.
Say hello to the good lass.
Slid swiftly across the hall to the sitting room. Chandler followed it, fascinated. What was it going to do? Where was it going? Into the sitting room he went too, turned on the light. The substance reared itself into his chair. His easy chair. Like a fountain, it flushed up and then sat there. Chandler still. The door behind him opened. Sylvia stood framed in the doorway. Chandler, come to bed. He said nothing. She laughed easily. Chandler, honestly, we'd better get out of this house. You're staring like a sleepwalker. Swiftly, she crossed the room. No! Keep away from that chair. No! She turned on anger in her eyes. Chandler, really? You aren't going to order me about like that. And she sat down. No! Slowly a puzzled look stole over his white features. Then she made a frantic effort to get up. She withheld her mouth. She opened it to scream, but no sound came out. And Chandler watched, then came forward. Sylvia was disappearing. Slowly disappearing. No, come back! He grasped her hands and pulled at them, but the hands held him in a grip of steel. Slowly into the chair, too, the hands pulled him forward. He felt something soft and cold envelop him, something inexpressibly cold. He felt it on his fingers, along his arms, his shoulders, on his face and down his neck. And he felt tired, inexpressibly weary. Was this the way death came? Was this at so blindingly? And he tried to pull away. Blindly, he fought. Then enveloped in this nameless substance, she was like an animal he was trapped. Fought like an animal whose paws are caught. He screamed in terror and pulled. Suddenly, he felt an intense pain in his arm, but he knew he was free. Blindly, he ran.
How you doing in there,
Valentine?
Valentine?
Into the field and ran.
What is that?
Keep talking, meathead. It'll give Skinny Malone more time to think about how he's gonna bump you off.
Don't give me that crap, Valentine. You know nothing, you got nothing.
Really? I saw him writing your name down in that black book of his.
Laughing like a
Lousy, cheating card shark, I think were his exact words.
Go on.
Then he struck the name across 3 times. Hey, you! I don't know who you are, but we got 3 minutes before they realize muscles for brains ain't coming back.
Sorry?
Get this door
Oh, you
open!
do. Then let me tell you one that's even funnier. Yes. Let me tell you the secret of the Smith catacomb. The secret?
Bingo.
The clock is about the hour. It is time for the voice of the Black Chapel to recede into the void.
I love the irony of the reverse damsel in distress scenario.
Each evening at
Question
this hour,
is,
we come to this
why did
remote
our
place
heroine risk life
Black
and limb for an
Chapel
old private eye?
and listen as the hooded figure sits at the keyboard.
My baby's
of the
missing.
ruined old organ,
His name's Sean.
gibbers his strange
He was
tale
kidnapped, but I don't know who took him or where they went.
cracked keys.
Missing kid, huh? Well, you came to the right man, not the right place. I've been cooped up in here for weeks. Turns out the runaway daughter I came here. Anyway, you got trouble? Malone's crew here used to be small time. Muscled out of the old Navy.
Adam Hatch presents The Strange Dr. Weird.
previous owners, but they're not exactly around to charge rent. Empty vault. Perfect hideout. Hard and loud, huh? Well, gets the job done. Too bad for whoever cleans up the floors. What? Something else.
Don't have the key.
This door's on the fritz. Let me see if I can get it open. Almost got it. There we are. Hell of a lot easier to do when the lock isn't on the other side.
Lost them? Ah, that's just great.
Just when I thought we were getting along. You and Tyler are in for it now. Be the day you die. More stairs? Who built this damn vault? A fitness instructor?
You messed with the wrong crew.
Clear. Skinny Malone and the rest of his boys are waiting for us somewhere. The name's, ironic, but don't let that fool you. It's dangerous. Another locked door. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay, I got it. But I hear big fat footsteps on the other side. Once we step through this door, get ready for anything.
Nicky, what are you doing? You come into my house, shoot up my guys? You have any idea how much
So much for Skinny Malone. Think he's lighter or heavier with